The Office of Public Counsel for Victims is asking the International Criminal Court to reject former President Rodrigo Duterte's request for interim release. The office is representing victims of Duterte's bloody war on drugs. In a filing dated June 25, Principal Counsel Paulina Macida says the continued detention of Duterte remains necessary. The counsel cites Article 58(1) of the Rome Statute, which states that there are reasonable grounds to believe the suspect committed a crime within the ICC's jurisdiction. The counsel says the defense does not raise any argument to the contrary, thus there are still reasonable grounds to believe that Duterte has committed crimes. The counsel also cites factors that make Duterte's detention necessary, such as the gravity of the charges and his access to evidence and witnesses' identities. Macida says Duterte's continued detention is justified to ensure his presence at trial and avoid obstruction of the court's proceedings. According to the counsel, victims oppose Duterte's request based on their security and well-being, which may be in danger upon his release. In their request for interim release, Duterte's counsel Nicholas Kaufman said that a country has already agreed to receive Duterte. The defense's public filing does not specify the country it said would receive Duterte. The prosecution has also filed its opposition to the defense's request. Duterte is facing charges of crimes against humanity over his administration's bloody anti-drug campaign. The Commission on Elections en banc is lifting the suspension order on the proclamation of Marcy Teodoro as the winner of the Marikina City 1st District congressional race in the 2025 midterm elections. This comes after the reversal of a ruling that sought to cancel his certificate of candidacy. In a resolution dated June 25, the Comelec en banc reinstates Teodoro's COC. The Comelec 1st Division earlier canceled Teodoro's COC over alleged material misrepresentation of his address. Teodoro won the Marikina City 1st District congressional race against outgoing Senator Pimentel. However, Teodoro's proclamation was suspended due to pending cases before the poll body. The Comelec en banc says it found that the petitioners, Layrich Estanislao and Pimentel, failed to prove that Teodoro committed material misrepresentation in his COC. Meanwhile, Pimentel says he plans to question the Comelec's decision before the Supreme Court. Without elaborating, Pimentel says the Comelec supposedly did something very special in this case, which took them 6 months to cook. When he filed his COC in October last year, Teodoro declared that he had been a resident of the 1st District of Marikina City for 1 year and 1 month already. This is a requirement under the Omnibus Election Code. But petitioners contradicted this, saying Teodoro had been living in Barangay Toman, which is part of the city's 2nd District. The Philippine Embassy in Washington is warning against false information circulating online regarding dual citizenship and travel restrictions for green card holders. In an advisory on Thursday, June 26, the embassy says there are no changes in U.S. government policies regarding dual citizenship or lawful permanent resident travel rights. The embassy reminds the public not to make legal decisions such as renouncing Philippine citizenship based on social media content. It says the renunciation of Philippine citizenship is a serious and irreversible legal action. The advisory comes after Filipinos raised concerns over misleading social media posts claiming that the U.S. government imposed new travel restrictions. The embassy strongly discourages the public from being swayed by unverified claims. It urges the Filipino community to verify information through official government sources and report social media posts bearing false information.